GSO. Yeah, welcome back to GsoTv, baby. Ooh. We are in the house. I want to thank all y'all for staying tuned. We out here, Greensboro, what it do? Carolina, what it do? We got another exclusive artist interview.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your man Fat.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody heard who you are. Tell people who you are at one time.
So it's your man Fat, the F, the A, the T, FKA, BKA, TheFatBoy. I mean, that's me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Where did TheFatBoy come from?
I'm originally from Greensboro, North Carolina, matter of fact. North side, Lost North, what's up? Something to cone.
Yes, so.
But most people that are familiar with me are in the Bull City, Durham, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Bull City.
Shout out, I gotta throw the horns up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Much love.
Shout out to everybody in the Bull City, man. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, man, you know, thanks for coming on the show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? We gotta get this one, man. Hometown Hero, they say you should check that out.
Look, Hometown Hero. Look, I've been waiting for this moment because I've been wanting one of these. So yeah, Hometown Hero.
Yeah, but we long overdue, man. Finally glad to have you in the building.
Oh yeah. I'm just coming back, so I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, make a splash. Definitely glad to be here. I'm glad y'all had me out here.
Indeed, man. You know, we want the community to get to know you. You know, I see you definitely online doing your thing. I see you promoting heavy. I see you campaigning heavy. So first of all, just salute to your whole movement. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And everything you do, y'all. This man is working. Artists, y'all can take some notes from this cat because he's definitely out here working, making a name for himself. So we had to have him on the show, man. Like I said, we overdue.
Oh yeah.
So first of all, I guess, you know, let's get right into it, man. Where does the name FatBoy come from?
So
how'd that develop?
So that's one of the more fun stories because it's kind of like 3 stories in one. So I'm gonna try to combine them all. First of all, it was kind of like a family nickname. I had some cousins and all that always call me FatBoy. I mean, I've always been a big kid, big dude, big guy. So they just call me FatBoy. You know, it was kind of behind the scenes, but it stuck. You know what I'm saying? The second one, this is for all you history buffs out there. The second one is the 2 bombs that were dropped on Japan. The 2 atomic bombs, the first 2 atomic bombs, was Fat Man and Little Boy.
I didn't know that.
Aha, that's for you history buffs out there, you know what I'm saying? So I combined that. Fat Man, Little Boy, Fat Boy.
Because he's dropping bombs like Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
And then the third explanation is it's kind of like a Batman Bruce Wayne. You know, he was afraid of bats and everything. And growing up, I was always kind of afraid of getting picked on, you know what I'm saying, being laughed at for my size, especially when I started getting into doing the music, getting up on stage. I was always kind of worried about that. But instead of being afraid, like, well, I shouldn't do it, you know, I kind of just took that, flipped it on his head, embraced it. You know, like, this is who I am. I'm a big dude. Y'all gonna like it or love it. The music gonna speak for itself. And I'm gonna rock and hopefully spread that same message to everybody else to just be who you are. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not an Instagram model. So it's okay to be who you are.
That's deep. That is deep. Man, I hope y'all listening because he dropped the jewels already.
Right.
Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can turn tragedy into triumph.
It's easier that way. It works better that way.
It always works better that way. Speaking of who you are and being yourself, I guess that leads us right into the next question. So you're a rapper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, if we were to hear some of your music, you know, hear one of your tracks or whatnot, what to expect, what kind of style, what kind of flavor to expect?
So, I mean, I can definitely, you know, be versatile. Like my current single, The Biggest Loser, it's more like kind of a radio kind of jam, you know what I'm saying? Even though I like to still not be in my tracks talking about like I'm balling in the club or nothing like that. Cause I don't do too much of that. You know, when I'm in the club, I'm usually performing or networking or something like that. So I'm liable to talk about that in a song, you know? But in my bread and butter is kind of like those smooth, funky, kind of early Outkast, kind of mid-range UGK kind of beats with just talking about, you know, not necessarily just the struggle, but like life, love, happiness, triumph, failure, depression. I mean, whatever just kind of flows out. You know what I'm saying? I wrote one song called Cry for Attention, and it was just kind of like a deep song that I wrote. I was homeless at one time, and I was waiting in line at the shelter to get something to eat. And I just wrote a song, and it came out, Don't Pray For Me, because I have a hard time praying for myself. And don't cry for me, because I'ma still try even if I got nothing left. And I, you know, that's just from that emotion, you know. So that's what you can really expect, is just the emotion. I mean, I might feel like partying with the homies. I might feel like Black Power, you know what I'm saying? I might feel like I want to do some experimental pop stuff, you know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like you're definitely not in a box. So any new music coming out that we need to know about?
So currently my current single, The Biggest Loser, is out Spotify,
Biggest Loser, like
iTunes, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's a song just kind of like triumph in disguise. Kind of like with the show, the title is The Biggest Loser, but it turns out the biggest loser is actually the biggest winner in the end, you know. So yeah, so that's kind of what that is. And then coming May 9th, we're actually having a release party in Durham, which I'll have more information about later. Is a song more for the ladies. It's called I Love It, featuring Juhara out of Ohio. And this is kind of like when you got two people that's chasing their goals and they got ambitions, you might not always have the time readily for the person that you're with. But when y'all finally get a chance to make that time to sit down and be with each other and spend that time, you know, there's romance, there's passion, there's sex. I mean, you know, so that's kind of a little bit about what the song is about. So produced by Floss B out of Durham. So that's a good one. So May 9th for that one. That's gonna be on Spotify and all that. But cop The Biggest Loser right now, because that's out right now.
And tell them where they can find that one more again.
That's on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. Just search TheFatBoy, The Biggest Loser, and it should pop up.
Who are some of your biggest musical influences? Some names that have shaped you to become the artist that you are.
So I'm gonna try to roll both of these together. Just a little bit more. I started when I was about 10 years old. I'm about to date myself. I'm about to mark myself for y'all, but I started when I was 10 years old. That was 1995.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And at first, it was really kind of just something to do. It just started out, I was 10 years old. I really didn't have much direction. I mean, you're a kid and you don't necessarily know what you want to do with your life that young. Some people do. But I had seen Biggie Hypnotize. You know, I had knew of hip hop before that, but this was more of that be yourself. So I saw Biggie Hypnotizing for the first time. I saw somebody that resonated with me as far as like appearance, as far as like you can be a big dude and still have, you know, your own style. Like I seen Heavy D, but he, you know, suave, light skin, he got the dance moves, he got the, you know what I'm saying? But then you can see B.I.G. and he just got on like, you know, some jeans and a t-shirt and some sneakers and the cockeye and the dark skin, and you know, he just looked like a regular dude, but even in some cases, you know, a less than attractive dude at the same time. And so you don't have to be handsome, you don't have to be muscular to be on the camera, and that kind of really resonated with me. And from there, like again, it started out something to do. I was just writing for the fun of it, writing. But then I started to realize, especially at a young age, when not too many people are willing to sit down and really listen. Like they kind of, oh, you a kid, you don't really have too much to worry about. Oh, you 10, 11, 12 years old, what do you have to really? So to be able to sit down with the notebook and the pen, it was almost like a journal or a diary or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you can write, get the emotions out, get the feelings out, something happened, you know, you got picked on, you want to talk to it, all the way up to, you know, somebody in the family died and you want to talk about it and you can't readily talk to everybody else. You know, so that's a lot of how it started with me is expression and the art, and that's a lot of what it is still now. So, you know, if y'all follow me at I'm the Fat Boy Instagram, I'm the Fat Boy on Facebook, you'll realize a lot of what I talk about is kind of more like humanity. Like, I'm not really concerned with being famous necessarily or nothing like that, but I like people. I like being able to talk and resonate with somebody else, and for something that I created to mean something to somebody, that's you can keep the $1 million if I can do that for 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it.
Something we like to do here on GsoTv. I'm gonna throw it at you one time.
All right, what we got?
Give me your top 5 rap hip hop artists, no particular order, of all time. Run it down.
All right. So for me, y'all don't kill me, but for me, number 1 is Eminem. Mostly because of his backstory, but also because a lot of times they try to go bars, they try to go bucks, but he can kind of command both of them. Number 2 would be Jadakiss, just because I came up listening to a lot of his, you know, his mixtapes and whatnot with the Logs, you know, and I love his switching bars with Sheek Louch, just legendary. Number 3, I'm gonna say, oh, that's a tough one, man. Andre 3000.
Ooh, Andre 3000.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Andre 3K. And he really, I mean, lyrically, he really would be up there number 1.
Yeah. Have you seen that Netflix video that they got out? Like, they were explaining like where the whole Dungeon family came from.
Yeah, I seen that. Organized Noise.
Organized Noise.
Seen it. That thing was awesome.
That joint was awesome.
I'm about to go watch that.
Yeah, it inspired me. Like right after I watched it, I was like, man, I gotta get in the lab, kid.
For real.
That was real good, though. That was real good.
Where we at? Number?
We had 3. We got
3
2 more.
3.
Yep.
3.
Well, no, this will be number 4.
Number 4.
This will be number 4.
Okay. Number 4, I'm gonna throw Big Pun out there, just on the spot.
Alright.
Lyrically, I mean, that man was nice. A lot of my influences are either lyrically or their backstory. Wayne used to be up there, but he done worked his way out. Number 5. Ooh, number 5. We rounding it out. I don't know, number 5. Real talk, just off the top of the head, I'ma say Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
Because he was one of the originators.
Damn.
And he also told a really good story, like, he told really good stories. But he did his own thing though. Like, I always respect artists that do their own thing. Like, you know, they come out and do something that nobody would have thought of and take a real risk to see how this is gonna go, and he was one of the people that did that.
I want to hear some bars. Do you got something, you know what I'm saying? You got like a little something that you can just throw out there to let the people know that this is what you do?
I got a little something. Yeah, okay. I'm coming out from behind you. Lazy boy recliner. North Carolina's own piranha. I'm a screw bitch short of a toolkit in some pajamas. You bit so much of my call orthodontist. Stupid. Can't you see I'm really trying to chill? Headline a bill, make the mama squeal from a Bonneville. Kinda ill, making these rhymes into a meal ticket. Still kicking it old school, fool, still listen.
Okay,
let's listen something.
Definitely do that. Lyrics, bars, delivery, punchlines. Okay, definitely do that. Appreciate you spitting that, man.
No doubt.
So events, you got any events coming out there where the people might can, you know, come see you?
Definitely. And I try not to overload, so we're gonna do one at a time. We're gonna do one right now. So I got Live 95 dance concert. I don't know if y'all can really see that. I guess we'll superimpose it and all, but Live 95 dance concert, 321 Fonville Street in Burlington.
B-Town.
Yep. It's on Eventbrite, so go on Eventbrite, search Live 95, Burlington, North Carolina. $100 twerk off if you got them skills, if you got the hips, if you got the thighs, if you can do your thing. Little booties matter too. So we got that. We're gonna be giving away stuff all night. You know, gift cards, stuff like that, drinks.
I think everybody likes twerk offs.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm definitely got some people looking forward to that part. We got some live performances. I'm gonna be performing Doc Diesel, Future Assholes of America, Future A-Holes of America, DJ T-Shep on the 1 and 2s. T-Shep, what's up? J-Do, TSR. Take that again. J-Do, T4R, Trefo Records, straight out of Winston. So you know he gonna bring a clan with him. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, Showdown from 102 Jams hosting live. So I mean, it's going down. Tickets on Eventbrite. It's only $10 to get in. Y'all come through and rock out, man.
Sounds like a lot of fun, man.
I think so. I think it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, Showdown, man. He's a funny dude, man. Real funny dude.
Oh yeah.
He's quite a character.
And I've been at a show where he was hosting.
He's good at it. Yeah.
Shout out Showdown, man.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Showdown. Gotta get him on the show soon, man. So before we get out of here, man, just give everybody, one more time where they can find you at online.
Definitely, for sure.
Some of the music or whatnot.
I make it real easy. I'm the Fat Boy. That's how I introduce myself. That's also all of my handles, pretty much. Facebook.com/I'mTheFatBoy, Twitter @I'mTheFatBoy, Instagram @I'mTheFatBoy, I'mTheFatBoy.com. I'mTheFatBoy. All correct spelling, all one word, .com. And come check me out, man. Come talk to me. I like interaction, so don't come to my page and post up and don't never like nothing and because I'm gonna be on your page commenting on everything that I see that I'm interested in. So
that's for sure. He's very active, he's very interactive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure to check this man out. He's definitely grinding. His face is everywhere right now. Definitely show love to that show coming up soon. He's from Greensboro, GSO's very own, but they know him in Burlington, they know him in Winston, they know him all around North Carolina, because he gets around. Artists, if you're trying to get out there, y'all follow this man's footsteps, you know what I'm saying? He's got a blueprint that he's working and he's making it happen. We are definitely extremely happy to have him on the show. Sure. I know this ain't gonna be the last time that we see you. Gotta come through for a live performance.
Oh yeah. That's next. Drop a video or something.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for staying tuned, keeping us #1 in the triad. Be sure to check out the
Hometown Hero.
Check out the Hometown Hero. GsoTv will be right back after these messages drop their
Things that is your Adrian Irish, all with on the scene crispy and clean.
It's your girl Stephanie here at Hard Press Studios.
What's good, man? It's your boy DJ Rio, man, and you're now tuned into GsoTv. GsoTV. Make sure you check us out twice a week. 2 days a week.
Saturdays at 5 and Tuesdays at 10.
You don't know how the things set already out there. Make sure you tell a friend to tune in.
1 2 GsoTv. You know the name, you know the face, you know the time and the place. Ladies and gentlemen, we are downtown Greensboro, North Carolina, that is. In the lovely park, you see the scenery. We got kids and folks walking. Elm Street. If you're from Greensboro, you know exactly where we are. But anyway, here at GsoTv, ladies and gentlemen, we like to say that we are the streets, we are the people, we are the voice of the community, and we like to get involved, and we like to inform. So today's message is about an issue that we are dealing with currently and have dealt with in the past, and we just want to bring some light on the subject. There is violence in our community, and our community has been hit very hard recently with violence. We have had multiple deaths in and around the area. And this is a concern for us because, like I said, we are here to be an agent of change in the community. So for the viewers watching, please take this message very seriously. Our youth are killing each other. There is crime going on all around us, and it's a shame. We had a Page High School student that was shot and killed not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. A young man who was guilty of nothing and was killed by his peers. A week or so after that, we had another young high school student to get killed at the hand of his peers. And I'm sick of seeing it. I hope that you're sick of seeing it. My question is, why are the youth so mad at each other? Why are they being so violent towards each other? What in this society, what in this city is making the minds of our children hate each other? Why the violence towards your fellow peers? Where does this hate and disdain for their fellow peers come from?
GsoTv, I want to give you mad props for keeping the streets real and knowledgeable and bringing truth to light. With that being said, I consider myself a truth warrior. Sometimes people tell me that I go too hard or I come too rough with the truth, but I feel that we have been playing on a battlefield for too long as my people are dying and suffering. So with that said, one of the issues I have with violence is us not knowing our history. If we knew our history, we wouldn't continue to repeat the same mistakes or be the pawns in the game of American capitalism as we do. Brother James spoke on the school to prison pipeline, and that is one area that we as a people need to focus on. Public schools are not set up for our children to be successful. They are set up to make our children servants to the system of crime, of corruption. And the reason why our children are not interested in schools is because school is not interested in them. They are very realistic to the fact that they're not taught what they need in life in order to succeed in these schools. They are being educated to pass a test and not educated to survive in life. They're not being taught how to balance a checkbook or how to be an entrepreneur. They are being taught to take orders and directives just like you do in prison and just like you do at a job. And this is why our children have no respect for the system. When are we as a people going to start listening to what the children are telling us the problems are and fixing them? Why do we continue to listen to the man telling us to chase after a fake American dream of going to get a degree, going to get that 9 to 5 so you can have that 401k? But we're not teaching our children to be entrepreneurs so that they can start their own jobs and also don't need anybody's 401k because they know how to save their money and put it aside so that they can survive. The reason why we're suffering from violence, yes, the video games are out of control. We've been warned about this for decades, since the 80s. If we would listen to our black psychologists and educators that they do not teach about in the school systems, like Dr. Francis Quest Wilson and Amos Wilson, you can look them right up on YouTube. You can see them warning us in the 60s, even with the Black Panther Party. Why do you think those type of organizations were destroyed when we still have organizations like the NAACP going around while we're still suffering and all they doing is putting billions and billions of dollars into college funds? Where has that gotten us, people? Like, let's be for real. With all of our college degrees, have we solved any problems in this society? Or have we been given equality? Has that stopped them from shooting us down like dogs in the street? Has that given our children any sense of pride where they are not killing each other and they're protecting one another? No.
I'm Dreana Richardson. I'm a student at Bennett College, English major. A mom to my daughter Nala. She's 2 years old. Also a creative. I'm in birth work. I'm from Washington, D.C. I've been down here for 5 years. And today I just kind of wanted to talk about, since this whole Nipsey Hussle thing is all in the air, I just wanted to bring the focus back to, as it pertains to the black community. You know, we always hear the topics about how we have to, you know, unite, and we have to speak about how, you know, we're oppressed and, you know, we holding the government, we holding everybody else accountable. But I think with the whole Nipsey thing and with him, you know, leading the path that he did and the way that he did it, with the complex that he had and the fashion that he did it, I think we need to focus on the individual level first. Because while he did break bread and, you know, he led them to the lake and he gave back to his community so well and he put people on, I think we really do have to focus on, like, you know, ourselves first and what's going on in our homes, dealing with the internal stuff first. Because, you know, you can have unity, you can have a bunch of people around you, but what's the point of having all these people around you that look like you, but everybody's not like-minded? You have to be able to be around people who you can trust. You don't want to be around people that look like you, but you side-eyeing them, and you can't trust that if they do start feeling envious, if they do start feeling any type of way about what's going on, what y'all trying to protect, you have to be able to trust that they're going to be able to handle that in an emotionally mature manner, or they're gonna, you know, like, we have to hold ourselves accountable. A lot of times we don't do that. It's like a cycle. It's a cyclical thing that we got ourselves into, where then when the black on black stuff does happen, we looking like, okay, this mindset came from a certain place. Okay, but we have the power to dig those things up from the root and carry it on. Like, just like something's being created, you always have the ability to transform that. You can change your mindset, like, but you have to start with yourself, and that's the work that a lot of us don't want to do. So I just kind of wanted to build on that, you know, like, because we don't talk about that enough. And, you know, a person, I'm only 22, I'm going to be 23 this month, and a person who's still learning how to be emotionally mature and who's, like, kind of digging my womanhood out the mud. My family is in D.C. I hit the ground running in 2014, and I'm just kind of doing unconventional things with my life. It's, you know, it's not easy. Sometimes I admit I don't want to do the work. I don't want to, you know, change how I respond to something, even if it's something as simple as, like, not telling my daughter no all the time. Like, learn how to really communicate to your child. Like, it starts there too. So I just wanted to talk about that and just promote, like, you know, the individual approach. And then, you know, like, your tribe will find you. The more you do that work, you attract everything, every person, everything that's going to align with that. It's going to gravitate towards you. We can't always just go straight to the unity thing, because we cannot trust everybody that just looks like us, unfortunately. So I just wanted to talk about that. And thank y'all so much. I hope it reached, even if it just reached one person. I've been on my one thing, so if it reached one person, my work here is done. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.